it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone. Did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. At the 45 on its way. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fire. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got the first down himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
There he goes. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Flicks it out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so they continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back.
With just nothing doing on that last run, they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to pass. Behind his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the... and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. Now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the from the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Buys a little time with his feet. Takes a hit as he fires. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the stick.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The give. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire! And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Sun Devils looking to convert on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch,
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge game.
And we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
This offense, I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the foot.
Turning it on! And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Calls his own number. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the tight end outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Rides the back and leaves it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Arizona State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Across the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wide open downfield. And this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hard Frog!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Now improvising. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of a locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're working that left side, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Wants to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, TCU! the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Scrambling away. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Now the play fake. He wants to take the top off, and he makes the catch inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into
the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man.
Touchdown, Horned Frog! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st now. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Fears the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense as I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They beat him again. Breaks into the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Sun Devils are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog! The defense putting points on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams. Now on defense here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. Running to Green. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. He's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, better look out! And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.